Testing with testing mode in the XCS eiConsole. To activate testing mode within the XCS eiConsole, select the Route menu on the main screen and choose the Switch to Testing Mode menu option. When you switch to testing mode, all of the icons between the source system and the target system will appear as question marks. The question mark indicates a stage of a test that we haven't yet chosen to run. At each stage within the route, there is a corresponding testing configuration in the lower right-hand portion of the screen. Within this, the stage configuration area allows us to choose to start the test at a particular location, skip a particular stage, end a test at that point, or to insert a trace point, which means that transaction processing will stop and give the user an opportunity to edit the data before passing it further along through the system. To configure the starting stage of a test, select the stage where you wish to start the test and click the Start Test Here checkbox. To skip a particular stage, choose the master stage from the main grid. Select the required substage within the Object Within Selected Stage area and click the Skip This Stage checkbox. To insert a trace point after a particular stage, select the stage requiring the trace and check the Trace Point After Here checkbox. To end the test after a particular stage, select the desired stage and choose the End Test After Here checkbox. Once the test has been configured, the question marks will be accompanied by green arrows, blue arrows, and red squares. A green arrow indicates the starting stage of a particular test. A blue arrow indicates a stage that may be executed during test processing. A red square indicates a stage after which test processing will complete. Test configurations can be named in the drop-down above the main route grid. To save a test configuration, click the drop-down box and enter a meaningful name. Then click the Save Test Config button. To clear a test configuration, click the Clear Test Configuration button. This will reset the question marks in the main route grid to their initial state. To load a saved test configuration, select it from the drop-down and click the Load Test Config button. The test configuration that was previously saved will be reloaded and visible in the main route grid. To execute a test with a configured test configuration, click the Execute Test button on the upper left-hand side of the screen. If the test was started at the listener stage, the listener will fire and begin to poll for information. If the test was started at some point after the listener, you'll be prompted to select a sample file to be used as input for the initial stage. Select the file from the dialog and click Open. Test processing will begin. As each stage completes, the question mark will be replaced by a check mark if the stage is successful, or a red X if the stage fails. When a trace point is reached, the generic editor will be opened. This will allow you to edit the data before passing it along to the next stage. Once the test is completed, the output of each stage is viewable. Select the stage for which you'd like to view the output, and then, if required, select the substage within the Objects Within Selected Stage section of the screen. Double-clicking a row in that grid will bring up the data as it appeared when processing completed at that stage. When a stage is selected, the test results pane in the lower right-hand portion of the screen will indicate the percentage of time a particular stage took relative to other stages within the interface, the interface status, and its completion time. Were an error to occur, the green check marks will be replaced by red X's, and double-clicking on the stage where the error occurred would display all available error details. If testing is complete and you no longer require a particular test configuration, click the Delete Test Config button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This concludes our discussion of the XCS eiConsole test mode.